Hi guys, good afternoon. I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. I'm going to be doing today's Ascension messages for August 17th or 24th, 2020. I am doing this in a different place, so I feel a little bit out of balance or what have you. So if I seem a little off, it's a little bit due to this, and it's a little bit due to, no, Copper, stay down, please. It's a little bit due to I am very frustrated today, very sad, feeling very lost. I am going through a major shift. I'm sure a lot of us are. But this major shift has just really put me into quite a funk, up and down energy, just feeling all over the place one minute and then just not wanting to do anything at all the next minute. So very highs and highs and very lows of lows. There was a few cards that came out before I shuffled, as well as there were some messages that came out. I mean, as I was shuffling, I'm sorry, not before I shuffled. The messages that came out were revival, and I don't know what that means. It was a very strong message, though, of revival, and take that as you want. If you have any messages, 1111, you can look that up on Sacred Scribes, but if you have any messages about what that may be, let me know, because I didn't really get anything else other than the other things that came out. Major shifts we're still going through. A lot of ups and downs. Like I said, highs of highs and lows of lows. Learning the difference between lower and higher vibrating beings or spirits is what you should be starting to do. So make sure that you're paying attention to, is it more, is this energy coming more from love? Or is it coming more from fear? Okay, so that would be one way to distinguish whether or not your guidance is coming from lower or higher vibrating energies. A lot of people don't know the difference, but that's a good way to know the difference right there. But that was those messages. Then a muckle came out. This is a 49 card. 4 being about the angels working with you, 9 being about philanthropy. This is about what I was told as this card came out is this is about learning to be like a child, like learning how to play like a child, think like a child. I don't know, just like put that playfulness into it. So this is about joy, playfulness, but also this is about those ups and downs. So trying to get out of those ups and downs by being a childlike, having that childlike energy, being playful, and all of that stuff is going to help us to get out of those energies if you are in those lows. The next card is a stasis. This is the number 2 card, which is about balance and harmony. A stasis is about ecstasy, a lot of blessings and joy, just like this card, joy, but a lot of blessings, unexpected blessings. But this is about ecstasy, finding that very ecstatic type energy. I don't know what else to say, but it's like, you have so much joy, you have so much blessings come in that you're just ecstatic, I can't even say the right word, over everything. The Maiden, which is a number 14 card, rounds down to number 5, 5 being about positive change and transformation, 1 being about the law of attraction and staying positive through these changes and transformations, 4 being about the angels working with you. The Maiden is about joy, about blessings, this is the third card that has something to do with joy and blessings. So blessings are a big theme of this reading, but this card is also about trusting in the process and trusting what's going on. I'm being told to read what the book has to say about this, so give me just a second. Auspicious beginnings, birth, growth, joy, and hope. It says, the Maiden signifies new beginnings and growth. You couldn't ask for a more auspicious card than this if you're beginning something new. And what I'm getting is this, like, how I was talking about in the last reading, there's a journey within the journey that's going on right now for a lot of us. That's what I feel like it's talking about. But anyway, where am I? This is spontaneity, joy, growth, exhilaration, and promises for the future are signified here. We must note that in the early stages of the process, there is vulnerability and a need for protection, shelter, and guidance, but there is also a magical impetus, energy, growth. Trust the process, take care of the details as well. The maiden is also the inner child who needs to be under the supervision of competent inner adult in order for her to feel secure and loved. She is not happy when we spoil her. Consider what is growing in your life. Make a list of your hopes, dreams, and plans. Okay, that's what that card is about. So 3 cards about joy, new beginnings, being child. 2 cards being about being childlike. What cards am I supposed to go to now? Confirmation cards already. Okay. What messages do you have, please, for August 17th through 24th, 2020, for all individuals already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process, please? What messages do you have for... Oh, this card's bent. August 17th through 24th, 2020, for all individuals already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through it. Thank you. Resistance. So some of you may be resisting your calling or your divine life mission. Some of you may just be in resistance to change. This is a number 2, which is also about balance and duality. So some of you may be resisting being 1 foot in the physical and 1 foot in the spiritual. Yes, I'm hearing. And I'm hearing like bells and stuff. Like that's exactly what they're trying to say to us. Am I supposed to keep going with these cards? What other messages? Thank you. That was fast. Resourcefulness. And I'm instantly seeing the raven on this card. And the raven represents like mysteries, secrets, ancient information. Resourcefulness is this card, and that's what I'm hearing. Resourcefulness. So there may be a lot of information coming in. There may be a lot of resources available to you. This is also a number 4 card, which is about the angels working with you. I'm going to read what the book has to say about this card real quick, because I feel like there's something I'm missing from it. Fortune, nurturing attachment. When selected, this card suggests the family background is more than usually important. Inherited family traditions contribute much to the way in which the questioner lives. Those requiring sympathy, suspicion based on previous experience. Okay, let me back up. Events, those requiring sympathy, suspicion based on previous events and experiences, big family occasions, reunions, inheritance, and parental contact. Okay, so that's what that card is about. What cards am I supposed to go to now? Universal energies, what messages do you have, please, for August 17th through 24th, 2020, 808. You can look that up on Sacred Scribes. For all individuals already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process, please. Thank you. Thank you. Am I supposed to take all 3 of these? Thank you. Base chakra, past life issues, and workshops and seminars came out. Base chakra says, choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances as your words determine your outcome. This is the root chakra. This is about setting up a foundation. This is about staying grounded and rooted and centered, keeping yourself balanced. That's kind of hard to do when you're going through all of this resistance to change. Or maybe even just the ups and downs, but it's so important right now to stay grounded is what I'm hearing with this card, and using the law of attraction to manifest the things that you want into your life. So using words that are going to like bring you closer to it, like gratitude words, or just saying things like, I am grateful to now have blank in my life, or what have you. Also keeping a manifestation journal for whatever reason. I'm hearing that. But this is about just keeping your thoughts positive and staying grounded is what I'm hearing. Past life issues. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. And I'm hearing this might not just be past life issues, but just issues in the past in this life is what I'm hearing. Yes, they say. Okay. A lot to do with like romance, financial things like financial security. Some of you may have grew up with like thoughts that you'd never amount to anything, or you'd never have enough money to be able to travel or to do things nice for your kids or to have a nice home or car or blah, 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 blah. So a lot of these systems and templates are breaking down right now. 1001, that's a mirror. And a lot of you are starting to see different patterns that you had in your past that you're starting to clear, as well as cutting cords. A lot of you are finding out that you are worth more than what you already have in your life. So a lot of you are finally getting to that next stage of love for self, or unconditional love for self, and realizing you deserve so much better than what you already have, and you're doing what you need to do to manifest those things into your life. Staying positive, trying to have that childlike energy and being playful, being around people or places or things that are going to bring you ecstasy or a lot of joy and happiness. And again, having a lot of hope and joy is going to help in this whole thing, getting past whatever these past issues are. Not just past life, but past issues is what I'm hearing. Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is one of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. I'm just seeing a lot of books. Like, people need to do a lot of studying, or a lot of, maybe even be journaling or reading information that's going to help you to evolve more, or what have you. 1122, you can look that up on Sacred Scribes as well. But this could be about people attending some kind of seminars and stuff. But I'm really getting that this is about like studying. And some of you are supposed to be writing books that are going to help people to be able to study the things that you've been learning, if that makes sense. 1144. You can also look that up on Sacred Scribes. But this is about studying, is what I'm getting. Books, studying information, giving information to others, maybe sharing it out loud, maybe doing videos and things like that. But I'm not really even seeing like people on a podium or anything, so I'm not real for sure. I do see some people in crowds talking to other people, but I feel like it's more on like a one-on-one basis, or like just a few group of people in a big group of people, if that makes sense. So like a small group within a big group. Yes, I hear, but I'm not real for sure exactly what that's trying to tell me. What cards do I go to now, please? What cards? Okay, thank you. 1234, you can look that up on Sacred Scribes as well. What messages do you have, please? Am I supposed to take all of those? Both of those? Okay, thank you. Adriana, I am leading you toward the answers to your prayers. Please listen and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Some of you are supposed to be meeting with a lawyer, or supposed to be meeting with some kind of legal team or something for a settlement with a family's death, or a death in the family. So I don't remember what they call it, but like, you know, when they're going through the person's finances and all of their things and something like that. But somebody's getting ready to get an inheritance is what I'm hearing. Yes. And then there's also financial security coming in for a lot of people. And the steps that you need to do to get to that part is already being given to you. A lot of you are not trusting in the visions or the thoughts or the repetitious images that you're getting or what have you, and you're supposed to be trusting right now, big time trusting right now. And I'm hearing like the reason why a lot of us aren't trusting right now is because of those ups and downs that we're going through, learning to decipher between the lower and the higher vibrating beings or spirits. So I feel like there's a struggle, an internal struggle with not right and wrong, but more or less like, is what I'm getting right? Or am I, I'm questioning things due to, all of this up and down. Yes. I feel like I'm not saying that right, but I'm hearing that I am. Aurora, you're flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. And immediately I'm looking at all of these cards and reading this one and thinking like this reading is even up and down with this energy. Like some of it's just like, you're struggling with some things, but then at the same time, as long as you're being childlike and playful, then you're feeling like you're flying high. Trust me, I know that's the way I've been feeling right now. Just doing this reading, I feel like I'm all over the place. But anyway, I'm hearing crown chakra activations for some of you. Some of you even maybe astral traveling is what I'm hearing, as well as flying. So I've been flying a lot in my dreams. I've also been having dreams of things happening to me as an adult that actually happened to me when I was younger. And this is also just things that are processing out old programming, old templates, old systems, what have you, are coming up in dream time so that it's not really bothering us during the day, if that makes sense. So a lot of you are probably having a lot of really weird dreams and they just don't make sense, but some parts of them make sense or seem to make sense just because you have what am I trying to say? I can't even remember what I'm saying. See what I mean? I feel like I'm everywhere. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. I'm about to end this video because I just don't feel like I'm into it today. Gorilla, take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Some of you may have family members that are coming back into your life right now. This may also be a part of why the legal part is coming up, needing to see a lawyer as well. Yes, for some of you, I'm hearing. I feel like there's a lot of emotions flying high, a lot of people just acting out on, not really impulse, but just acting out on characteristics that they no longer like anymore. They no longer usually even act out on, but it's more or less because of the stress of the things that they're going through, the frustration because of the up and downs and, the sadness that you may be going through or what have you. I know it's just been one extreme to the other for me. Literally, I was crying on the way home, and then all of a sudden I was really, really happy as soon as I got here. And right now I'm feeling really down, and I'm trying to keep myself together. So I know exactly what you guys are going through. What other messages do you have, please, for August 17th or 24th? Any more? Okay, thank you. Mountain Goat, there is something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. If it's resting, then rest. If it's going out and enjoying nature and getting into the flow of your heart song with nature, then do that. If it's just meditating, then do that. But if it's because you're doing too much of the human things like watching TV, eating junk food, just doing a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing, then make sure you're also counteracting that with the stuff in the spiritual that you need to do, like prayer, meditation, asking your guidance. How do I quit eating this junk food? Or, what do I need to do so that I can quit doing these things and feel more in balance? And then trust in, even though it's really hard to trust right now because we're so up and down, but trust in the guidance that you're getting on what you should be doing. Am I supposed to be reading any other cards right now? The bottom. Tiger. Okay, you are being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. Call upon the tiger for confidence, for courage. I always hear agility, for agility, whatever that is trying to tell us. Are there any other messages that need to come out today? Any other messages? Okay. All right, today's I am affirmations. I am worthy of health, wealth, happiness, and love. Yes, I know that they're backwards. I am understanding and compassionate. Guys, as you're going through these major shifts, you're going to be very angry, very sad, very lonely feeling, very frustrated, and probably going to be lashing out at people. Try your best not to do that. And if you do, make amends as soon as possible so that you're not having people upset with you or what have you. I am the change that I wish to see in others. Be the change that you wish to see in others, guys. Okay, guys, please like, share, subscribe, and follow if you don't already. Let me know down in the comments below if this reading resonates with you. I hope everybody is hanging in there and getting through all this stuff a little bit easier than I am, because I've just been really in a bad spot the last couple days. But anyway, it's getting better. It will get better. I know that this is temporary, and I know that on the other side of all this is nothing but blessings. Anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. I love you guys. Bye.